Hey y'all, it's 𝗙𝗵𝗫 and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I thought I would do a sort of a get ready with me, you know, the typical, just because I have to go to work today, which is, you know, fun. But I honestly have not worn makeup in a long time, but I definitely never wear it to work, especially now that we have to wear like the mask. Like, first of all, I can't breathe in the thing, but not only that, like I sweat like crazy, so there's just like no point in wearing makeup. But today I felt like, you know, my face has had enough of a break and it's time to put some makeup on. So yeah, but I wanted to talk about, you know, long distance relationships today. By the way, this is just some moisturizer I'm putting on my face, and if I'm looking away from the camera, it's because I'm looking at the mirror. I did want to say, you know, I'm sorry for not uploading for a while, but I just have not been myself lately, which we'll kind of talk about it in this video. But yeah, anyways, back to the long distance relationships. I put way too much of this on. I always do this. So if you are not new to my channel, then you know that I have been dating the same guy for over 3 years now. So it's been about 3 years, 5 months, so about 1.5 years almost. So about 3 years and a half. You'd also know that I recently moved to a new city, which is 3 hours away from my hometown, also 3 hours away from my boyfriend. Yeah, I know I left him behind. Honestly, probably one of the hardest decisions I think I've ever had to make in the 23 years that I've been alive. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's the only thing I can think of right now, and it seems like a really hard decision that I had to make. And I know I'm kind of getting off topic here, but I'm pretty sure y'all have all seen this makeup technique that everyone does. It's like moisturizer, then powder. No, it's moisturizer, then powder, then, no, let me get this right. It's moisturizer, then primer if you use it, which I don't. Then you put powder on, then the setting spray. You let the setting spray dry, and then you put your foundation on. And that's literally what I've been living by for like months now, after I figured that out. And apparently it's not new, it's just new to me. But anyways, yeah. So that's what I'm doing right now. But back to, you know, the long distance relationship talk. So when I originally moved up here, I thought it was gonna be like a full, fun, cool experience for me. You know, I'm 23, I'm still young, you know. I thought this was gonna be the time of my life. Granted, COVID is still going on, but still, I was just ready to have like this great experience. Like, I thought I really needed to do things for myself now, which, I mean, I kind of have been doing already, but now, like, I've always wanted to leave my hometown and go somewhere else. So that's what I was doing, and I thought it was gonna be great. Well, I was wrong. For one, I'm not really into the young college-like living these days. Like, they're fun and everything. That's not really fun to me anymore. I think I done more of that when I wasn't supposed to be doing it, or like before, and now it's like I don't really do that. I can find comfort in just sitting on the couch watching a movie, you know, cuddled up or drinking some wine, something like that, you know, not extra stuff. Which, yeah. Two, I'm also not a fan of college living, which again, I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but I moved out of my parents' home when I was 19 years old. So I'm used to having like my own normal sized bedrooms and space and whatnot, you know, like I'm used to the full thing, not living in a box. And then like, this is hard. That's the third reason. Yeah, this is just really hard, okay? I'm getting distracted. Okay. Now, 3 years into a relationship, obviously things aren't always rainbows and sunshine and I love you all the time. No, it's not always like that, obviously. You know that, you know? But moving to a new city, that might not have been the best thing for that, you know? Like, y'all, I've honestly never missed somebody so much in my entire life. Look at this mess. Don't worry, it don't stay like this, okay? it's okay, this is just a night shirt, we're fine. But yeah, like when you were used to waking up and going to sleep next to the same person every day and every night for over 3 years, going on 3.5 years, you can't just expect to leave and it be easy. But I was thinking it could be. Now don't get me wrong, I have seen my boyfriend many times since I've moved down here. I've had to like go back home for a lot of unrelated reasons, like doctor's appointments and whatnot. So I would just stay with him when I would go back. Like I think I've only had like a handful of off days that I've actually been here, because like all my off days I've had to be back home for some reason. Which at first I didn't mind, but man, that drive gets to you after a while. But again, I would just stay with him every time I'd go down there. But y'all, no joke, every time I would leave, there were tears, like tears coming out of my face. And I honestly felt like it's just gotten worse. Whew, this stuff's strong. I need a new bottle. But yeah, since I've been home a lot, Andrew hasn't really had the chance to come down here and see me because, you know, no point, I'm always there. But this week, I had them rearrange my schedule last week. Yeah, I asked them if they could rearrange my schedule last week for this week. So I had my 2 off days that I usually get back to back. That way they were off the same days he was off, which is Tuesday and Wednesday. So Andrew left home around 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning to come here. And he just left today, which is Thursday, around 6:30 a.m. to get back home because he had to work today. Y'all, well, actually last night before he even left, we was talking about him leaving basically and him having to get up in the morning to leave. And literally just talking about it brought me to full-on messy tears. And when he actually walked out of my apartment this morning, your girl was bawling, like boo-hoo, snot nose. No, I'm just kidding. But I was literally like sobbing, crying. I literally sat in the living room to watch him like walk out from the staircase and everything, and then I sat in the living room so when he drove by I'd be like right there on the patio and he'd be able to see me. I didn't see him, wave goodbye, you know. I mean, he actually passed the balcony because he couldn't remember which balcony was mine and just drove past, but it's whatever. But anyways, one of my roommates came out of their room. I don't know where she was going, but she's in school, I don't know. But she came out of her room. Again, it's around like 6:30 something this morning, and I literally had to like grab my shirt, wipe my face, clear my throat so that she wouldn't be able to know that I was crying. It was funny, but not really. Not for me. Not in that moment. There we go. But he left and that was that, and then he called me or FaceTimed me or whatever, and we talked for a little bit, and then I went back to sleep because again, 6:30 in the morning, your girl don't got to work till later. So yeah, this isn't the first time I've ever been in a long distance relationship. Granted, this is probably the furthest the relationship's ever been as far as long distance goes, but this is the first time I've done it. But this one right here, this is definitely the hardest one that I've ever been in. And I've only been in like 2 other ones. Yeah, and honestly, I think that just comes from, you know, how seriously invested we are into this relationship and how I'm also older and I'm not a kid anymore. But all in all, I still hate it. Like, I absolutely hate it. By the way, if it sounds a little low, it's because, again, I have roommates and I'm not truly trying to speak very loudly and yell or whatever because I don't know if they're in the living room, watch TV or what, but yeah, I just don't want to be all super loud. But yeah, it's not that I don't think long distance relationships won't work either or that they can't work. I just think for me personally, it's the missing one another that bothers me the most. Like, I'm having a really hard time, honestly. I really don't know how people do this. Like, especially those who are dating inside of the military and like your spouse has to leave for a certain amount of time, you know, whenever, especially like my friend who's in Oklahoma right now with her husband, he had just left for like a month or so. Like, I don't think I could do this all the time. Like, man, that's a lot. I was just telling my friend this a couple of days ago. I was like, you know, I remember how you used to always talk about how you miss your man and all that, and like I really didn't understand it that much, but you know, obviously I was very supportive and compassionate about it. But like, when you're experiencing it yourself, it's a whole other story. If I am being honest though, I feel like the distance has really helped my relationship. Now again, I'm only going on 3 months, which may not even seem like that long for most, but to me this is like the longest I've ever been away from this person since I've met them. Like literally since we met, we have not seen each other, except for like the occasion where I went on vacation with my friends, and that's about it. Or when I went out of town, it doesn't matter. But like this is like the longest amount of time I've ever been away from them. But yeah, I really feel like this has made me and Andrew realize how much we really enjoy and love each other's presence. Like we could literally just be doing our own thing, but just being in the same house or the same room, doing those things, like he's playing his video games and I'm trying to watch TV or something, just knowing that he is there is so comforting and calming to me. Like y'all, I have been so down lately. Like don't get me wrong, when I first got here, when I was getting ready to move here, I was so excited. And I just, you know, this was going to be a great thing for me, a great experience for me, a new life for me. But I have just been so down lately. Like I don't want to do anything. I don't want to see anyone. I just want to sit in the same room, eat, watch TV, go to sleep, repeat. Like I've just been like kind of waiting for the year to cruise by, I guess you could say. Like I'm having a really hard time. But literally, honestly, just in these 2 days that Andrew has been here, I've honestly felt so together and somewhat whole, I guess you would say. Like I just felt so happy. Like we're not perfect at all, but he really does bring out the best in me. And like, though this may sound corny or whatever, but I really feel like, you know, Andrew is my person. And he's like the only person that I can see myself wanting to be with. Like, I've been trying to do this new thing, is where you're just living in the moment, like what it is right now. And in this moment, I don't want to be with anyone else. I don't know what the future holds, but I know that in this moment, that's the only person I want to be with. So the long distance and not being able to just like hold him when I want to, or hug him or kiss him when I want to, is like, that is so stressful. And I feel like, you know, people always think you're overreacting or it's not that serious, especially when they've not been through it themselves. But honestly, like this is very draining and very tiring and sad, and I really hate it. A part of me keeps asking myself, you know, did I make the right decision by coming down here, especially without him? Like, at the time, you know, I thought this was a really great idea. I thought this is what I needed. This was gonna be it. I was gonna just find myself here. But, you know, I've also come to realize that people change their minds, and that's okay, because I feel like I've changed my mind. And I don't really want to be, you know, somewhere where Andrew's not. And that's not necessarily the reason why I also don't like it. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that every decision that I make is based on him or whatever. But, you know, Andrew does play a big part in, you know, the decisions that I do make, because that is my boyfriend, and I really do love him. And yeah, this is really difficult for me. I also don't think I've ever felt like this closeness with anyone else, especially anybody else that I've ever dated. It's just always been, you know, problems, we would say. But yeah, I just keep asking myself, did I make the right decision, or would it be a wrong decision if I left? You know, like, I don't know what decision I'm supposed to make now. I do know that Andrew's who I want to be with, though, you know, and I don't want to do anything that's going to mess up what we have, you know. I just don't want to mess things up. I really need to finish my eyeliner though real quick, because time is moving, so give me just a second. I'm back. Oh man, I still need to change my clothes. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do have to get going because I have a few things I need to stop and do before I head to work, and I feel like I've been talking forever. 10 out of 10 do not recommend a long distance relationship if it is not necessary. Like, for real, if it's not necessary, don't do it, because I mean, hey, it might strengthen your relationship. Like I said, it has helped with mine a little bit, but it's still just not, no, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it at all. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching my video to the end. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and comment down below for what you might want to see next. Again, I love you guys, and I really do appreciate you all for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.